Okay, I'm going to do a bit of a sort of test of these COB lights. These are basically for cars. Well, that's what they're meant for. You get these sort of attachments with them. These are, so you get some of these like spring ones. Get some of these. They all have these 2-pin sort of pin headers on these things. Very well, quite short wires really. Oops. And you get like a bayonet type ones as well. So you presumably get 5 of each of those. I don't know. You haven't counted them. You have 5 of the COB lights. Very cheap actually. Now these are 12 volts because for a car, now cars can be, 14 volts or something like that on a battery, I believe. I'll just give you the size of this. So that's about 40 mil. That way. Well, it's 40 that way as well, near enough. And I would say about 3mm thick there. Now these do come with like a sticky thing on. Where's that other one? Oh, I'll do this, and if I can. It's hard to get hold of the corner. Ah, there we are. So it's got this like pad on. So obviously you can peel that off and then stick it on something, so it's like cushioned, this pad. I can squeeze it. I'm not sure about heat transfer there. I think it, so far as I can tell, it does have a very thin ish layer of aluminium. I would say 0.5 millimeter thick there. Now I have already had one plugged in here. I just have it plugged into this old ATX 12 volts coming out. Well, I mean, I have various voltages coming out, so I can pick what voltage I want. 3, 5 and 12. I have it on the 12. This one I've cut the wires off the like plug thing, and I have this plugged in, and I'll show you it turning on just now. Now there are 8 by 8, I think it is, of these. Look like chips inside. I'll try and zoom into that if I can. Now you have to be careful with when you're plugging them in, obviously, because it could be possible to swap the pin connections around. You can see sort of, let's try and do this actually, so make sure red's on the same size as the red, and that, so I'm going out there, possibly that the red's on the same size as the red, and I think the 2 sort of metal spring clip things for the plugs are sort of on the same side. So I estimate this bit of wire short, let's say to the edge there, about 4.5 inches. That's 115 millimeters, say, from the edge of that socket there. So I'll bring it to the edge of the actual circuit board. Right, let's get this. I don't know if there's anything else. I have had this on already, this one. I had it on for 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, and it was only getting warm, I would say warm. It wasn't getting hot. That was just in like free, like it is here, not even touching anything. So I think that's okay. I'll just turn this on. I won't point it at the camera to start with. So there you are. See, quite bright. I'll turn off my other lights. There's a bit of light coming in here. Just quite dull at the moment. Got the curtains closed. Turn off all this light. Now you have to allow for the camera readjusting here. Didn't switch it properly there. And on. I'll point this at the wall over to here and we'll talk about that. So what I've got here, this is supposed to be 20 watt LED on this big heatsink. This does get quite hot. This is, I think it's about 30 volts. So I have a computer power supply. That's about 17 volts. That gets boosted up with a boost converter down below, up to the 30 volts for this. And that's been fine. I have about 3 of these bulbs actually. Well, I do have 3 of these bulbs. I'm going to turn this round. Okay, to face over near that door. Just lock this off. This is just on my big stand thing. So I'll turn off my other camera light now, so we'll go dark. Well, darkish, right? Okay. I'll turn this one on first. My power supply is playing up there. So that's roughly how bright that one is. Now I'll put this one on so you can compare, if I can get this. So that's my big, supposed to be 20 watt bulb here. Shining about the same distance away. I'm about, let's have a look, about 3 foot away, about 1 meter, well 1 meter, almost spot on there. That wasn't done deliberately, that's just is. Right, I'll turn this one on, so that's both of them on. Turn this one off, the one on the stand off. Now it is supposed to be pure white, I believe. Well, all these bulbs are pure white. I don't know if you can get these COB ones in warm white or not. So let's turn this one off again. Reach over and turn that one off. Turn it back on. So it's pretty bright, yeah. It's quite bright, that. I'll shine it somewhere dark. So this is my camera light on it. Well, one of my camera lights on at the moment, about 20 watts shining under here. I'll turn this off. Now it will jump a bit, the camera, as it adjusts, so to speak, I think. So that's off. Now I'll put this 12 volt car COB light on. So you see it's pretty bright there. The noise is a fan on my power supply unit, PSU ATX, that's it. That's off. And that's on. Turn this other light on the camera. Turn that one off. Turn it on. Turn it off. Turn this car COB light off. Turn the camera light on. This one on. So yeah, very good indeed, in my opinion. So there's a closer look. See the dyes in there, whatever. So I'm not sure how, I think this is pretty adhesive, this, like, you can peel that off, as you can see there. That's pretty sticky. I mean, these are very lightweight, so even vibrations, one thing you might have to, even though it's low voltage, I don't know about having the wires exposed, very thin wires. Some more case soldering there, going out, so it does have a positive mark on there, negative there, and a number there. So I'll look at one of the others at random. See if it's the same number or not, I don't know. So 12 volts, that's what they aimed at. So a big cushion in there, that should, let's see, you can squeeze that. That should help protect about, well, vibration and such like if you do put them in a car. As I say, the wires are very short, that's one thing about them. Okay, it's been a good half hour. I've just put this round so it doesn't dazzle me. Just like a diary type thing. Let's feel how hot it is. Ah, that's just, well, it's warm. Pretty, I would stand it as pretty warm, but as you can see, you can hold it. It's not burning or anything. It's been sort of against here. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, LEDs always, well, nearly always pretty bright to look at, but maybe not so bright to shine. You can probably see inside this ATX here. I can't see any strobing on the fan. There's a fan in the top. And just a second, sorry, is that going out? You might see strobing in the camera because the camera will be strobing. Okay, yep, good. Very good. For the price,